Hey, my lovely people, a pleasant evening to everybody. All right, lovely people. So, I'm looking at something in the Sunday's Gleaner. It says ownership, the silent killer of compassion. Let's read it. Love in its purest form gives freedom. It does not control or claim ownership over people or situations. When love turns into possession, its fragrance begins to fade. Absolutely. When parents assume that their children belong to them or partners believe they own each other, love gradually turns into pressure. Please understand that to be reality. The suffocation that follows has deeper roots. Ownership quietly breeds fear, that of losing, fear of change, fear of rejection. Yet, if we observe life closely, we realize that we truly own nothing. Absolutely. Because when you die, what do you think you carried with you? Not even your body, because it's going to rot. Youth fades, possessions change hands. Listen again. Youth fades, your possessions they change, they move from you, and somebody else will own them. So all if you beg them to bury it with you, the undertaker will come afterwards and dig it up and gone with them. Alright? Either them or some family member or people who are watch. Possessions change hands, relationships evolve with time. Everything in this world is temporary. Please note that. When we understand this truth, we begin to appreciate what we have without clinging to it. We learn to hold gently rather than tightly. Love does not demand recognition or appreciation. The act of loving is complete and fulfilling in itself. A heart that feels satisfaction in loving does not wait for applause. But when we repeatedly remind others of our sacrifices, it shows that we are seeking validation. I can understand in some cases when people become very ungrateful why people have to remind them. So sometimes I'm not going to knock people too much on that one. Because in some situations, people have to remind them, especially if somebody's lying and say you never help them. They say, I never help you. Let me pull out my book of records of all that I've done for you. So in some cases, I probably can understand. When we begin to think, I deserve this, gratitude slowly disappears from life. The subtle sense of entitlement silently steals our joy. Entitlement is poor. When a family when a family member supports us, we think they're supposed to do that. Yet if they fail to meet our expectations, we feel hurt. In this way, our belief that we deserve certain treatment blocks our ability to feel thankful. Gratitude should not depend on grand achievements or extraordinary gestures. When we assume life owes us something, even the greatest blessings begin to look ordinary. Instead of noticing what is present, we focus on what is missing. And the subtitle says, You own nothing. Listen again, you own nothing. Not even the body as missing. It's a rot. Okay. No one owes us anything. Every action is a choice. A mother chooses to care, a father chooses to provide, a friend chooses to support. When we begin to see these actions as conscious expressions of love rather than obligations, appreciation naturally arises. And he's speaking within context because if you're a mother with your newborn child, there are certain things that you must do for that child, until he or she's 18 or something of the sort. So we're not taking it down to the granular level. This is just a general principle and understanding. We begin to notice that smaller blessings, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the warmth of the sun, the shelter above our heads, none of these is guaranteed, yet they are given freely every day. So when we expect nothing, everything feels like a gift. Life is not meant to be owned, but experienced. Neither the body, nor relationships, nor possessions truly belong to us. Everything can change in a single moment. Yes. When we drop the attitude of entitlement and ownership, gratitude becomes our natural state. Each second feels precious. Life is filled with countless gifts. To live with awareness, humility, and thankfulness is to transform every ordinary moment into something sacred. In freedom from ownership, compassion blossoms naturally light, joyful, and complete. And the writer is absolutely correct. Yeah, yeah. Ownership, the silent killer of compassion. You own nothing. You came into this world with nothing, you're leaving with nothing. So remember that. Anyway, guys, you know what to do with TikTok and YouTube. Subscribe, give me one of those likes, and you can follow me on Instagram.